Can AI create a better poster than me? Let's find out. So, the goal today is I've been talking to ChatGPT and I've gone and asked it a couple questions. Firstly, this was the original photo and this is what I created by myself when it came to actually editing it in Photoshop. And about to pop up on the screen here, that is the actual finished poster that I did for a friend's short film that I helped DOP on. Anyway, I was talking to ChatGPT and I was asking it some questions, and as you can see, that it gave me a whole lot of different options, suggestions, the whole lot, and it did actually have some great reasoning for it. Anyway, I kept talking back and forth, and it kept asking me what I wanted and title-wise, everything like that. Anyway, I said, could you create a mock-up version of what you suggested? And it came up with that. Now this is pretty cool, but it's a bit too adventure survivalist, which is my style, but it's not the style for the short film that we're creating. And I said I liked it, but I wanted it to look more like the main character that was actually in the film on the photo that I sent it. So it created this Keanu Reeves-esque type poster. It looks sick. I love the fact that there was red and blue, so that way it contrasted a little bit and gave that little oomph to it. And then it created this. I ended up removing the whole night shift never ends at dawn thing, but this was cool. Like, it made it ultra realistic, and it's like there's like cuts on his face that look deep. It looked cool, but it didn't look enough like the actual main character, the actor. And that was the goal, and it couldn't do that enough. Anyway, I kept saying, can you give off the same look from the first AI photo you created, but with the exact same head and face as the original photo I sent? It said, keeping your actor's real face and expression. Yeah, so it's going to include all that. It said, give me a moment to craft the enhanced version using your photo as the core. Hang tight. Image created. It created this. It's not what I wanted it to do. I said, now you can create the AI version with the effects exactly from this one you just created. And then it gave us this. Looks completely different. Completely different. I do like the idea of the blood on the scratch marks in the background. That was sick. But there was a bit of an issue with the face not looking exactly like the main character. Anyway, my thoughts were, yes, it could actually create a much higher edited version through AI, but my version still made it look more realistic of the main character's features, facial features. ChatGPT's only just started to do stuff like this for the past year or two that I know of. It could be longer, but it's not exactly to the way that I want it to. So that's why, me personally, I even sent this poster and this poster to several friends, and they did both come back saying that they liked this poster and they liked that poster, and there was very much of a divide. The divide was very even, and I did get a lot of, this one looks like a Netflix documentary poster, this one looks more like a Netflix documentary poster, this one looks like you can see at the cinema, this one looks like you would see at the cinema. And it was a very much of a toss-up. And we did talk to the group that we all created the short film, and they did end up going with the one that I created, which was surprising because the other one looked so much cooler with the realistic cuts in the face. But obviously it is getting better day by day, and it just means that we can only do a certain amount, and we can only get ChatGPT and AI to actually do a certain amount for us, and that's why we shouldn't really use it as the solution. We should be using it as a tool, especially if it's a concept, giving ideas, anything like that. Like, I could have gone further into my version and made those cuts on his face, but I just ended up doing blood splatter because in the actual short film there was no cuts like that. Because actually in the short film there was no scenes where he got cut on the face or anything, so I wanted to keep it truer instead of clickbait. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. I thought this was fun, and it was cool just to see what AI actually thought. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. Let me know what you actually thought of the video down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.